Hey everyone, welcome to Tech with Buddy. Today I'm going to show you 20 powerful Excel shortcuts that you can use right away with no tech jargons. Let's dive in. These are the 20 shortcuts that you will learn today. Let's discuss one by one without delaying. The first shortcut, which is Control plus arrow key. Let me first try Control down. This shortcut jumps to the last filled cell in the direction you press. If you are in a list and press Ctrl plus up, Excel takes you to the top of the list. It works in all four directions. Control up, control down, control right, control left. Now before moving to the second shortcut, that is control plus home, let me keep my referencing here at any random place. Let me take the random cell reference, that is D8. Now applying the shortcut, which is Control plus Home, this takes you to the cell A1 from anywhere in the worksheet. It's useful when you want to return to the top of your data instantly. No need to scroll manually. Third shortcut, which is Control plus End. This moves your cursor to the last used cell in the sheet. This helps you to see the end point of your current data. It is great for reviewing how far your work goes. The fourth shortcut, which is page up, page down. Page up scrolls the sheet 1 screen up, which is one cell up. Page down scroll one cell down. This helps when navigating large data sheets without dragging the scroll bar. Fifth shortcut, which is Control plus page up or Control plus page down. Let us first try Control plus page down. Here you can see first we were in sheet 1. Now after clicking Control page down, we can see the tab got switched to the next worksheet, which is from sheet 1 to sheet 2. Now if I press Control plus page up, it moves to the previous one. So this allows fast navigation between the sheets in a workbook. So the first five shortcuts are called as basic navigation shortcuts. Now let's move to the editing shortcuts, which is Control plus C. First, let us copy the text and the numbers. It copies the selected cell or range. After copying, the content stays available until you cut or copy something else. This is one of the most used shortcuts in Excel. You have to remember it. Now, going to the next shortcut, which is Control plus V. Now select the data, copy it, which is Control plus C, and paste it anywhere. This you can see the data is copied first and pasted here. So it pastes the content you copied or cut. You can paste it to any selected cell. It works for text, numbers, and formulas. Next, moving to Control plus X. Before moving, let's first delete this. Now, Control plus X. It cuts the selected cell or range. Let me show you how it cuts. Let me paste it here. You can see this removes the data from the original spot and prepares it for pasting. It is used when moving content between areas. The ninth shortcut, which is Control Shift P. Here, it pastes only formatting from the copied cell. You can see the formatting, the styles. It don't change the values, but it changes the colors, styles, or fonts. Now let's go to the next shortcut, which is Control plus D. Before applying Control plus D, we can see some of the you can see some of the unique numbers here which are without repetition. The numbers without repetition. Now, once after applying Control plus D, we can see it fills the current cell with the content of the cell above it. So it works for values and formulas. This quickly duplicate data from downwards. So if I undo it with this Control plus Z, you can see the actual data. Now let's go to the selection shortcuts. That is Control plus space. Control plus space. It selects the entire column of the active cell. No need to click the column letter. Usually we will click here, but instead of clicking there, we can directly uh, click on Control plus space so that it leads to select the entire column of the active cell. So it works instantly with just one shortcut. The next shortcut, which is Shift plus space. Shift. It selects the entire row of the active cell. It is efficient when formatting or deleting rows. Now let's go to the next shortcut, which is Control Shift arrow keys. Control Shift arrow keys. Now you can see it highlights all the cells from the current one, that is the one I selected, to the edge of the data in the direction. Not only Control Shift up, it can work with Control Shift right, Control Shift left, Control Shift up, Control Shift down, either of the way. Now let's go to the 14th shortcut, which is Control plus A. It selects all the data in the current range. We have to press once to select the block that we are in. So if we press the Control A twice, we can see it selects the entire sheet. Now let's go to the 15th shortcut, which is Shift Control Space. Now there is a difference. Now it selects the whole data table or the region around the current cell. This works only when the cells are connected. It selects only the filled area, not the empty cells, not this, only the table. So this is about the selection shortcuts. Now let's go to the advanced shortcuts. Now for the advanced shortcuts, you can observe the quantity first. Now it's in a normal range. Now let me apply the shortcut, that is Control Shift dollar. It applies the currency formatting to selected cell. We can see the rupees symbol here. It adds the currency symbol and two decimal places. It is usually used for financial sheets or budgets. We can change the currencies accordingly. Going here. Now, Let's go to the next shortcut, which is Control Shift percentage. Now, before applying the percentage, let's observe the values. Now, the numbers are in normal range. Now, if you want to convert it to the percentage, click on Control Shift percentage. Now we can see it changes the number formatting to percentage. That is 3% to 300 percentage. It applies 0 decimal places by default. Now let's go to the 18th shortcut, which is Control Shift tilde. Control Shift. Okay, before applying the 18th shortcut, let me show you something. Okay, let me convert this into the percentage formula first, which is Control Shift percentage. Let me convert this into the percentage. So once after that, let me apply the 18 shortcut, which is Control Shift tilde. Control Shift tilde. Now you can see the changes. What is done? It removes the formatting and applies the general format. You can see it is converted into general format. Before this, you can see Control Shift percentage. You can see it is converted to the percentage. Now once after applying Control Shift tilde, you can see it is converted to general format. Now let's go to the 19 shortcut, which is Control Shift. Now before applying the 19 shortcut, okay, here is it. Now let's apply the 19 shortcut, but it's Control Shift and caret. Control Shift caret. So you can observe the data here. It's a normal range. So once after applying the Control Shift caret, it applies the scientific notation. You can change. You can see the changes here as well. It applies the scientific notation to numbers here also. Let me apply the same thing. Control Shift caret. Yeah, you can see the observation. So it converts to the scientific notation. Now once after this, let's go to the last shortcut, which is Control Shift at. Control Shift at. Now you can see the changes here. It applies time formatting to cells, which turns the values like this: 1428, 14.8 to 1920 to the time. So it makes time entries more readable. So that is the use of the last shortcut. So this is all about the 20 shortcuts. If you found this helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Tech with Buddy. Don't forget to like, share, and tell your friends. Thank you for watching.